85,
90.
90, 95.
We're playing for keeps. We're on the market. Stay strong, sir. Sold! Hello and welcome to GPTV on Tuesday the 22nd of July. My name's Philip Kingston.
And I'm Nikki Janover.
Nikki, always great to have you on the show. In fact, it's always
to
great
be
to
here.
see you.
Thank
we
you.
kind of only see each other once a week, which is in the sales meeting.
Passing ships in the night.
Well, it's a bit like that.
Yeah.
But viewers, you'd all know Nikki Janover because she has just reminded me that she started with us, wait for this, maybe a bit of a drum roll because I was a bit shocked when she said it. How many years?
24 years.
24 years.
Can you believe it?
Well, I'm shocked because, just so you know, Gary
Yeah.
has got significantly older across those 24 years. And if you see a before shot of 24 years ago of Gary and a shot now, you can see two very different people.
Yes.
But you, on the other hand, are a fountain of youth. How do you do it?
How do I do it? I'm happy.
Viewers, you're going to learn a lot on this show today.
Yeah.
So just talk me through that because I know it's creepy
Yeah.
and sleazy when a man says to a woman, "Oh, gee, you look great."
No, it's not.
But you do look great.
We like to hear it, actually.
Just talk me through
We
that.
don't have to be politically correct.
Well, we're definitely not. We're definitely
Seriously.
not politically correct because viewers, Nikki, who has been with us for 24 years, told me about the starting time. Now,
Oh, yes.
if you're from HR at Gary Peer, tune out now. If you're from Fair Work Commission, tune out now. Just talk me through your first few months at Gary Peer 24 years ago.
So this was my second stint in real estate. I came from another company.
Who will remain nameless.
Exactly. And I thought I was pretty good.
Yeah, go on.
I thought I knew a lot. And I discovered very quickly that I didn't.
Yes.
And I really needed to unlearn everything from that previous
So
company.
you'd picked up what you thought were good behaviours and good
yes.
talent, and you soon discovered that maybe it wasn't so good.
They weren't.
Or maybe we knew a lot, or
They-
maybe what we knew was not right, but we were determined for you to learn it.
And-
So talk me through
I
this
didn't
terrible
know-
time.
I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
And I pretended to know what I was doing. And I discovered that I didn't when I got into a lot of trouble very regularly for the first 3 months.
So given the politically correct world we now
Yeah.
live in, do you think, and we're going to be specific here
Yeah.
now, do you think Gary's management style back then would be appropriate today?
Gary's.
let's just presume it was all Gary's fault, not mine.
My vivid memory of Gary is just him shaking his head like this. It's like, oh no, Nikki, oh no.
Yeah.
And you might have been a bit more vocal.
Okay, a bit more vocal. I think you mentioned to me, and I do remember, but
Yeah.
it's just tragic, right?
Yeah.
So managing people is an evolving journey,
Yes.
and it's a journey of growth and maturity.
Yes.
Back 24 years ago, we were neither growing or had any maturity.
Especially me.
So do you think that my style back then, would I be sued categorically daily for what I did back then?
I don't know about sued.
Right.
But I was scared. But what I can say now is everyone's just so much more patient.
Yeah, it's true, isn't it?
And you know what? I'm a much better agent for it.
There you go.
And you knocked the crap out of me. And I've fully evolved. And, you know, if that sometimes you've just got to be cruel to be kind.
And we were definitely that.
And you know what? It definitely helped me get where I am today, you know.
And just on that, viewers, I just want to say this. Firstly,
Yeah.
having Nikki along with our journey from raw agent that thought she knew something to who she is today, which is a partner in our St Kilda office, one of the senior people of our organisation, one of the prolific business writers, one of the people in our organisation that gets more repeat business than just about anyone. So we are enormously proud of your
Thank
journey.
you.
Having said that, if we played some role in helping you get there, we will take that badge of honour.
Yeah.
But I think when I think about those sales meetings, which
Yeah.
were in the back of our office in Orrong Road, and there was probably back then maybe 15 of us,
Yeah.
and we broke every rule in the book in terms of what is regarded as management styles today.
Yeah.
But interestingly, here you are, still standing, a senior player, really good at what you do. Looking back, kind of almost fondly saying, yeah, we had to be cruel to be kind. We didn't know any different, but you're still with us,
Yeah.
as is just about everybody back in that
100%.
room. They're all still with us.
Yeah.
And I would like to think Gary particularly is now much more evolved and much more in keeping with today's
He
modern
is.
management techniques.
He is. He's a bit better groomed.
All right, let's talk
Yeah,
about,
all
because
right,
you
cool.
look amazing,
Thank
and
you,
one of the
thank
reasons
you.
that you look amazing is because you are always fresh,
Yeah.
because you are a prolific holiday taker.
Oh, for sure.
So viewers, one of the things that you don't know about Nikki is that when she's at work, it's game on. She's working literally from the minute she walks in the door till the minute she goes to bed. But you are always not that far away from your next holiday. Where have you
it.
just been?
So I was in Bali for a couple of weeks, and then we had a family trip to Dalsford as well.
So you had 2 weeks in
I had
Bali?
2 weeks in Bali. I did a yoga retreat.
Yes,
Which
and that
was
was
great.
an
You remember
all-
when you rang me and I got into trouble?
So it was an all-women's yoga retreat?
It was an all-women's yoga retreat.
Nikki, in typical Nikki fashion, it's an all-women's yoga retreat, and it's virtually almost a silent retreat, except Nikki, of course, does not put her phone on silent, and of course I ring in the middle of this class, of which I remember we did have a very inappropriate exchange, telephone conversation.
I won't get into detail.
Please don't.
Yeah.
But Bali is a favourite holiday of yours.
It's easy.
Yep.
It's relaxing.
Yep.
There's always new places to see there, new areas to stay in.
Yes.
And
then back to Dalesford.
Then back to Dalesford with my family.
Yep. What was the
so we
family
rented
function?
a house. It was my. It's usually a women's trip, but my dad tagged along. He only lasted a day.
Is that right? He came for the trip.
For the night. And he
beautiful.
actually said the next day. He said, "This is more than enough for me."
Beautiful.
And my daughter came, but she's
Your
working
gorgeous
now.
Lydia,
Yeah.
who when you started with
Yeah.
us had not been born.
No.
And now she is how old?
She's 21.
That is just
and she's
scary.
Amazing.
Yes. What's she doing?
So she's in career mode. She works for Seed, the
Yes.
fashion
Oh,
brand, and she's
brilliant.
in their fashion office.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Can she
And-
organise discounts for us, like VIP discounts? Don't say whether she can or she can't.
We'll
but,
talk about that later.
But now I know, and we can now, because we were part of her life, we can now manipulate and get something from
it's
her.
for family, and it's for family. So
Okay,
we are
family.
family.
I'm as close to family as it gets.
Yeah, we're family. So
just-
they really are family, by the way.
Just so we can make this a real estate
Yeah,
show, not
okay,
just
no worries.
the Nikki Janover hour.
Yeah.
Let's talk about real estate.
Yes.
How are you seeing things in the market? Because
Yeah.
you are back to the market.
Sure.
We're about to launch into the home run to the end of the
Yeah.
year. How do you think
Yeah.
spring's going to shape up?
I think it's going to be busy.
Yep.
I've definitely noticed the numbers picking up this year for
Yes.
sure.
Open for
Open for
inspections.
inspections are so much busier.
Yep.
Really good quality buys. People are ready.
Yeah. So I think when you say people are ready, I think the catalyst for them being ready and actually doing something will be an interest rate cut, which we hope is going to happen in August. So if the Reserve Bank happens to be listening, and we do know that they watch this show,
you should listen to us.
You should listen to us. Cut the rates. We'd like one in August, and then we would like another one 6 weeks later.
Yeah.
If you give us that, I think the home run to the end of the year will be great.
Yeah. We'll take you out for coffee and lunch if you do.
Wow! There's an invitation. So I think it's Michelle Bullock who is the chairperson of the Reserve Bank. Coffee and lunch is on Nikki,
us.
And I'll just drop in and say a quick
Yeah.
hello. But Nikki will be engaging company. Nikki, let's talk about the weekend. We had 100% success rate.
Yeah, amazing.
Incredible, given the fact that we had 3 auctions, sold 3 out of 3. I know that's almost by 10:30 most Saturday mornings we've already had 3 auctions, but 3 out of 3 will still take the win. The industry average was 75%, so that's actually pretty good. And right across Australia, the industry average was around 75%. So I think we are on the verge of this market moving.
Correct.
Now we've got a number of auctions coming up this weekend, which we will review in a moment.
Okay.
Favourite property property that you might have sold this year? And I know this is all made up on the spot, viewers, but is there something that is either you've sold or is happening over the next few weeks that you love?
There's two that I really love. Sold this amazing apartment at 37 Snowden Avenue in Caulfield, which was a prestige, high-end.
That was one of two?
One of two.
This is the entire top floor?
The whole top floor.
Designed by?
David Edelman.
Yeah, incredible.
Yeah, and it is just,
beautiful. So that's sold and settled. Anything coming up that you love?
I love 30B Narrawong Road in Caulfield South.
We talked about this on last week's GPTV, so I don't mind you giving it another shout out. Auctions this coming Sunday. Yep.
It's just one of the better townhouses out there.
And there's so many good ones.
Yeah. The vendors have gone an extra mile. They've actually added in a lot of beautiful cabinetry throughout, because sometimes when you take possession of these properties, they don't have enough storage.
Yes.
So they've done beautiful work in the master bedroom. The walk-in robe is like, it's like a hotel.
Yep.
It's just beautiful.
And you've got some additions. You've got the spa, you've got the solar on the roof.
Yeah, the fireplace, extra cabinetry in the living area. It's just gorgeous.
Lovely.
It's got a warm
that's
feel.
coming up for this Sunday for auction. Come along and have a coffee from our coffee van. Say hello to Nikki and watch me in action as hopefully we bring the curtain home and a sold sticker on the board. Nikki, we've got 9 auctions coming up this weekend. Let's jump in and have a look. The first auction that we have on Saturday morning at 10:30 is apartment number 5 at 641 Toorak Road, Toorak.
Well, this is one of those fabulous solid brick apartment blocks, which is really spacious as well. This is a 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom and 1 carport apartment in the heart of Toorak.
Fantastic apartment, handled by Daniel Michmacher and auctioned by Jeremy Rosens. At 12:30, we've got apartment number 301 at 25 Truganini Road in Carnegie. What a ripper!
Well, it is a ripper, and it's really close to Glen Huntly Road. Such a wonderful position. This is actually a very large 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom and 2-car park apartment. They're very rare finds, these ones, and that's being handled by Aviv Samuels and Lydia Perry.
I've got to tell you, Nikki, that's a great apartment, because finding 3-bedroom apartments is never easy, and that one looks like the complete package. At 1:30, we've got 22 Victory Street in Murrumbina. Talk us through this.
Yes, well, this is actually a great single-storey family home at a very reasonable price entry point at 1.4 to 1.5 million. It has 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms and 4 car parks. And it's a blank canvas, but it's got a wonderful layout, and you could do an incredible renovation there.
We love properties like that. Christian de Vries is handling that and being auctioned by Lior Samuel. So make your way there. I reckon that's a really standout piece of real estate. At 1:30 also we have apartment number 3 at 6 Cockerib Road in Carnegie.
Yes, well, this is a lovely apartment. What we particularly love about it is that it's got a courtyard, and who doesn't love a courtyard? It also has a 2nd bathroom, so it's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom and 1 car park apartment. It's being handled by Maurice Bitton and Daniel Michmacher.
And
Come on down.
Auctioned by Jeremy Rosen, so that's the 1:30 auction. At 2:30, I'll tell you what, it's Carnegie and Murrumbina story this weekend.
Sure is.
On Sunday, we have 3 auctions. We kick it off at 10:30 at GO3 at 3 Raglan Street, St Kilda East.
I've got to say, I love this block. Whoever designed this block has done such a beautiful job. It just has such beautiful finishes right throughout, and bathing in lots of natural sunlight. This is a 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom and 1 car park apartment, and that's being handled by Bernard Mell and Daniel Peer.
That is a terrific property, auctioned by Jeremy Rosens. That's 10:30 on Sunday morning. Next up at 11:30 is the property that we've talked about previously and we just gave another wrap to. This is number 30B Narrawong Road, Caulfield South. I'm really looking forward to doing the auction. Having said that, there is some chance it might be sold before, on the assumption that it goes through to auction. Come and have a coffee, We love that location. This is a fabulous 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, lock-up garage, little plunge pool, solar heating. We've given it a wrap, but that's at 11:30 on Sunday morning. At 12:30, Nikki, we've got a fabulous apartment in a great location. Apartment number 11 at 20 Kooyong Road, Caulfield North.
Well, this is in a beautiful blue chip area, and it's wonderful because it's got 3 bedrooms. Again, 3 bedrooms are so difficult to find.
Hard to find. Now, viewers, if you don't know number 20 Kooyong Road, understand this. We talk about this part of Kooyong Road, Caulfield North, because it's walking distance to the Armidale train station, the Malvern train station, the tram in Dandenong Road, and High Street, Glenferrie Road, and Wattletree Road, where Malvern Central is, all on your doorstep.
Yeah.
The most
Incredible
amazing
position.
location. So I did say that we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on Saturday, 3 on Sunday, so 12 auctions for the weekend. Let's talk though about some feature properties. We've got number 3 Murray Street, Elsternwick. Talk us through this property.
Yeah. Well, who doesn't love mid-century architecture?
I certainly
And
do.
this house is just loaded with the most incredible features. And, you know, the architects of today are mimicking this style, but the only difference is they're not solid brick.
Correct, correct. I want to point out, viewers, if you're not subscribing to the Peer Review, it's our quarterly magazine that comes out every quarter. We've got a mailing list of probably about 10,000 people, but we also put it on our blog articles on Instagram and Facebook. So if you're not following us on Instagram, you should be, or you should be getting a copy of the Peer Review, because this the edition that's about to be released, which I think comes out next week, we have a whole story about Ernest Fuchs, who in my opinion was really the pioneer of mid-century homes.
He was the best.
Incredible. So watch out for that. So that's Murray Street. We move on to 14 Lydston Street in Murrumbeena. That's pretty.
Yeah, oh, that is just such a pretty period home. And if you drive down those streets of Murrumbeena, the streetscapes are just
Incredible.
stunning. Honestly, tree-lined, lots of period homes. So this is a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 4-car park, beautifully renovated home. That's being handled by Izzy Anstey and Leor Samuel.
What an incredible property and an incredible location. Now, I'm going to talk about this property, Nikki, because I've had a lot to do with this property. This is St George's Road, number 49. Now, anybody that knows Elsternwick knows St George's Road, because it is on the corner of Glen Huntly Road in Elsternwick, so it runs from Glen Huntly Road to Glen Ira Road. I reckon it's in the top 5 streets.
Yeah,
some would
for
argue
sure.
it's in the top 3 streets. But number 49 is what we do call the blank canvas. It's a period home on a really large parcel of land where you can move in, live there while you contemplate your renovations. But that whole street is full of homes where people have done the most extraordinary renovations. This is your blank canvas. This is as good as it gets. 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, plenty of off-street car parking on the west side of the street. So all of the back garden faces west
Amazing.
and north.
Perfect.
So look out for that one, Nikki. Always great to have you on the show.
I loved
Thank
being
you.
here today. Thank you for having me.
It started as a bit of a travelogue because whenever you're around, we tend to talk holidays. So we had Bali, we had Daylesford. When's your next holiday and where?
Okay, Vietnam, December
Already-
for a month.
Already booked?
Yeah.
Incredible, incredible.
This one's going to be more of a sightseeing holiday.
Have you been to Vietnam
Sorry,
before?
I've never been to Vietnam.
Okay, so I have. So let's talk off camera
You'll
about
give me some-
giving
yeah,
you some
you-
tips.
you give
But
me the pointers.
What I can say is
Yeah.
you are going to love it.
Yeah.
First of all, you love Asia, so
Yes.
that's a part of Asia you haven't been to. But secondly, and more importantly, what people don't know is Nikki loves her food.
Oh,
and,
yes.
And apparently, Nikki, you are an incredible chef. Never been invited over for a meal, but I'll keep
It'll
just
happen, it'll
subtly
happen.
just dropping that. But the food in Vietnam
I
is
know.
it is out of this world
I heard.
because first of all, the street food
Yes.
is amazing.
Yeah.
Then you've got every calibre restaurant going up to unbelievable world standard
There's
restaurants.
Michelin star restaurants there.
And
Yeah.
even those,
Yeah.
where the fit outs are amazing. You
Yeah.
go for the architecture and the food. They're still reasonably priced.
I heard.
So you can go to these incredible restaurants with these incredible fit outs and pay not a lot of money. So
It's the same with the accommodation. I can't believe how cheap it is for five-star hotels.
So if you haven't been to Vietnam, go to Vietnam, come back and sell your house through Gary Pure and Associates. Nikki, always great to have you on the show.
Philip.
Thank you.
Great to be here.
That's another episode of GPTV where Gary apparently will be back in the studio this time next week. Stay tuned. He's going to come back fresh, suntanned and beautiful. Hopefully we will have had a haircut before he comes in, and those eyebrows, those
the trimming.
Yeah. So you've noticed, have you?
Yeah, because I've seen you. I've seen you tell him that
those
he needs
terrible
to get his
bushy,
eyebrows.
yeah, those old
Sorry,
owl
Gary. And the back of the neck.
and the back of the neck. You tell it, Nikki.
I'm sorry.
The way it is. Thanks for watching GPTV. I'm Philip Kingston.
And I'm Nikki Janover.
See you next time.
Bye.